Across the vast landscape of America, many places have the power to capture our imagination with stories of ordinary people who have changed the world. But only one place has the power to bring the past forward: the Henry Ford. It is a national historic landmark with the finest collections of its kind ever assembled, documenting the American experience. It is here that over 26 million authentic artifacts present tangible insight into how the past has shaped the present and influenced the future. And it is here that the ongoing story of American innovation truly comes alive. It began as one man's vision to document the genius of ordinary people by recognizing and preserving the objects they used in their everyday lives. Born in 1863 at the height of the American Civil War, Henry Ford grew up on a modest farm in Michigan. He later wrote that he despised farm work and spent his childhood tinkering with watches. His extraordinary curiosity for how things worked and making them work better fueled his passion for innovation and industry. When he created this one-of-a-kind institution in 1929, no one had ever seen anything like it. Named in honor of his friend Thomas Edison, the Edison Institute of Technology and Greenfield Village were first opened as a private school, offering students an extraordinary opportunity to have hands-on learning experiences among the very artifacts, innovations, and places that forged America. It was a bold, ambitious, revolutionary idea to assemble a place where students and later people of all ages and backgrounds could explore, discover, and learn from America's rich legacy of ingenuity, resourcefulness, and innovation. From humble beginnings to being named Man of the 20th Century, Henry Ford changed the world in his lifetime. And his legacy in Dearborn, Michigan, has become America's greatest history attraction. As one of the nation's leading cultural tourism destinations, the Henry Ford is an independent, nonprofit cultural institution composed of 5 distinct attractions. The Henry Ford's vision to fuel the spirit of American innovation and inspire an optimistic, entrepreneurial, and can-do culture is also expressed through its many community outreach endeavors, such as youth mentorship programs, leadership summits, and environmental and economic development partnerships. And each year, more than 1.5 million people make their own history here. As a cornerstone of the Henry Ford, the sheer scale and design of Henry Ford Museum are as impressive as the vision that inspired it. The sweeping single-floor space with soaring 40-foot ceilings covers 9 acres of exhibits, ranging from the awe-inspiring tribute to the pioneers of aviation, those daring women and men who shaped the skies with their hearts, minds, and lives, to the largest steam locomotive ever built, and the steam engines that powered American manufacturing, to the world's premier automotive exhibition, Driving America, which celebrates the preeminent icon of pop culture, the automobile. Henry Ford Museum is more than a place to encounter artifacts. It's a place to meet the people that have sparked our minds and changed the world. From the whimsical imaginations of social, cultural, and technological innovators, through the powerful stories of sacrifice, courage, and tenacity of ordinary people who have accomplished extraordinary things, to experiencing a nation in the making by exploring the proud yet often painful yarn of America. It's a place to grieve at the loss of one of America's most promising sons, who urged us to ask not what our country can do for us, but rather what we could do for her. To discover how a moderately educated surveyor became the legendary father of his country. To bind up a nation's wounds and temper the steel of a united country that sacrificed and bled under a president who gave his life to ensure that all men are created equal. To confront the knowledge that perhaps our pursuit of basic equality is an ongoing struggle. And to absorb the essence of civil rights by sitting in the very place where a young woman defied segregation. Perhaps like no other place in the world, it is here in the Rosa Parks bus that Americans can connect the struggles of those who came before us with those who carry the banner of liberty forward. The wow factor is undeniable. Over 90 acres, 83 historic structures, and spanning more than 300 years of history, Greenfield Village is the place to rediscover America. Beyond its grand entrance, your every sense will come alive with the sights, sounds, and sensations of America's past. 7 historic districts guide your exploration in this national treasure through a variety of authentic encounters with American ingenuity. Experience the raw power of a 19th century steam locomotive during a 3-mile tour of the village, and work alongside engineers at Railroad Junction. Feel the thrill of cruising village roads in the car that changed America, Henry Ford's Model T. America's most powerful stories will surround you at every turn. Here the essence of 19th century rural America comes alive. With horse-drawn wagons, livestock, and fields of crops, the working farms of the village are quite a contrast from Main Street. It's a bustling place of automobiles and carriages, events and amusements. It's a place where you can choose your lunch from an 1850s menu in an authentic historic tavern, and then take in a game of period baseball. Then enjoy art in the making at Liberty Craftworks. Here, world-class artisans produce contemporary and historically inspired masterpieces. History you can take home. Explore the porches and parlors of some of America's greatest thinkers, like the very place where Noah Webster wrote the first American dictionary. Witness the simple courthouse where Abraham Lincoln practiced law as a young circuit court attorney. Discover Edison at work in the world's first research and development lab, where after countless failures, Thomas Edison gave the world light. And let your imagination soar at the home and workshop of 2 young brothers who defied gravity and gave us the ability to fly. Just a short drive from the Henry Ford, a giant lives beneath the largest living roof on Earth. Here, at the site of the mightiest automotive complex ever created, the Henry Ford hosts the world's premier automotive experience, the Ford Rouge Factory Tour. It's an intense, behind-the-scenes look at history and modern technology in action. A state-of-the-art 360-degree multi-sensory theater wraps your every sense in the great American production. And it is here, on the very ground where the automobile as we know it came of age, you will experience a powerful vision of the future of manufacturing. With its massive curved screen and surround sound powerhouse, the Henry Ford's IMAX is the ultimate evolution of many Thomas Edison inventions. Then you'll have the opportunity to put your experiences in perspective by exploring the knowledge hub of the Henry Ford. Centrally located between the village and museum, the Benson Ford Research Center is the place to open your mind by personally accessing the archives, records, and collections documenting the American experience. This open treasury of research, historical expertise, and unrivaled archival materials provide matchless insight into American design, business, literature, and culture. The Henry Ford is also home to the nation's first collaborative charter school, developed by a global corporation, public school system, and a world-renowned cultural institution. As a national model for public schools in public places, Henry Ford Academy students are given the extraordinary opportunity to attend high school amongst the stomping grounds of innovation. These collections, these venues, and these experiences are the very fabric, grit, and conscience of our nation. Our purpose is to bring the past forward, to inspire people from all walks of life, to learn from America's rich legacy of innovation, ingenuity, and resourcefulness to help shape a better future. Be a part of making history and discover how ordinary people can change the world. Their stories are powerful. Their stories are real. Their stories are yours. They are the stories of America.